Hi everyone, it's Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I'm back with a Thrifty Thursday. Today, I have 3 Thrifty Thursday purchases from Facebook, yard sale, or marketplace, and I can't wait to show you what I got because 2 of my family members added to my finds, so that was an extra blessing for this week's Thrifty Thursday. So for those of you who watch my Thrifty Thursdays regularly, you might remember that I went to a warehouse and rummaged through some stuff. The reason I ended up at the warehouse is because the couple that was selling on Facebook had a lot of items listed in their Facebook marketplace shop, but some of them were at the warehouse and some of them were at their home. The one item that I wanted at their home, my nephew went to get because their house was really close to where he lives, and my sister-in-law just brought them in a recent visit, and that was the tray of sewing, bias tape, and seam binding. And she said the tray came maybe, part of this side, but then she went through her stuff and stuffed it the rest of the way, including giving me one of her little fabric pattern weights that she made, and it's a little chicken, and he's super heavy. She said he has pellets, plastic pellets, and ball bearings in him, and instead of pinning the fabric, she makes a dozen of these and sets them around her pattern to hold the pieces of fabric together and in place while she's cutting without having to have a bunch of pins. I think he's adorable. Or she, probably just a little hen. I'm thinking I might need one more so they can hold my journal open. Anyway, he's awfully cute, and I appreciate her bringing that and overstuffing my purchase with her own items that she wanted to clean out of her sewing room. So that's the first purchase. And then this plate is also extra from family. I have paint on my hands because over the last couple weekends, we have been helping our son-in-law and daughter, who's having the baby, work on their kitchen remodel. And so we've done some painting. My husband's done a lot more. I've been just helping with really light stuff and cleaning and making sure everybody's fed there that's helping. But she was cleaning out things from her kitchen collection as she's loading her new cupboards, and she had a set of 4 of these plates and she's giving them away. And so I had to take one because I think it would be so fun. I have a plate rack on the wall next to my desk. Here, let me grab them. It has this chicken plate on it, just black and white. And then it has this old metal platter, and I had painted it with chalk paint, and it says fresh eggs on it. But I thought I would put this in one of the empty little holders on the plate rack. If when I'm doing my 70s journal, I need something to grab to put some little ephemera on, I thought this would be really fun and really cute. And so she let me have one. She would have let me have all of them, but I just said, I just need one. So that was a fun little addition to my Thrifty Thursday finds. So let me cut this stack in half and put this up here so we can look at what I got. Put my little chicken up here on my shelves. All right. So I think a lot of it was seam bias. So we have some blues. We have rickrack, lace, some braided cord, more seam binding in pink, brown bias tape, more lace seam binding, more bias tape, nice selection of colors. Now this is a sister-in-law who gave me all the old vintage pictures that I went through in one of my Thrifty Thursday a couple months back as well. And so she just added what she had to the stuff that I purchased. So I'm honestly not sure how much she put in here, but I think she put a lot. But she saw it as an opportunity to pass on some things that were given to her, and she said, I'm not likely going to use them for sewing. She does sewing. So why not give them to you for junk journaling, which I thought was very sweet of her to think of me. I love the packages on these. This one's 1974. Looks like we've got a bunch of rickrack down on this end. Whoop. Yep. Red, green, brown, more green, a strap extender, green bias tape, some little green rickrack, some different reds, orange. Boy, if that doesn't scream 70s. 1973. I love it. Lots of red. I loved red in the 70s. And my sister wore a lot of red, and my mom would kind of sneak and see like what she was wearing for the day, and then she would help me dress to match her. She was about 10 years older. Okay, what do we have on this side? We have things running away from me. We have some laces, red and gray, purple. That color's not really showing up true in the camera. Yellow, blue, black, blue. Love those. Ready to go, already open. Some brown and some more braided. This looks like it would have been sewn between the, like it's got a braid on one side and then a little piece that would get sewn into the seam for piping. I'm going to pull this gently out for now. We'll save that for the last of this box. Okay, we've got some more. Look at the piping on this, the stitching on this piping. And here's some more. Let's see, this pied piping. I don't see a year on that one, but there's 3 colors here, or 2. There's off-white, white, pink, light blue, and brown. Those are really cool. And then some wider zigzag rickrack, white, yellow, green, and blue. Well, here's some more piping in a taupe. Some more white rickrack. Wow. She really added a lot. Thank you so much. Here's a red. Back with these other reds. Where were all those reds? Over there, and a maroon, wide hem facing. Well, this, and I got a brownie pan. I guess that means I need to make brownies for my sister-in-law because she filled this to the brim and made me my cute little weighted chicken. So cute. Oh, and last but not least, she had this little bit of tatting that she said her mom had on a pillowcase. And it's hand crocheted or hand tatted lace. And she thought it's not in good enough shape that it could get sewn onto anything again. So she said, I'm glad you can use it for junk journaling. Isn't it sweet? To be able to see, to do that fine crochet work like that, or fine tatting work like that. Maybe someday I will find a magnifying glass setup that will let me try something like that. All right. Then my other two Facebook purchases were a stack of books. Somebody was just selling a stack of books, and literally all you could see in the picture were the spines. And I just looked at the color and the price and said, yeah, I think that might work for me. I can do that. And so I went to the person's house and paid her and walked away with the stack of books. And then I sat in my car and looked at them. So first we have Marshall of Sundown. And this is a 1938 copy. And it just has really lovely worn aged papers. And the spine is gone. They've made a handmade spine out of some tape. And then this reminds me of my Shakespeare books, but this one is Washington Irving, Oliver Goldsmith, Crayon Papers, Moorish Chronicle. I think it's 1904. And it's got some plates in it. Lithographic plate pictures. Green Arbor Court, it says. And one guy's playing a flute and she's doing laundry. He was obliged to sit in the window. He gained access to valuable society. The crayon papers. Very interesting. I'm sure that it's not necessarily about Crayola crayons, which is what we're familiar with crayons. He advanced with doctoral air. It's funny. Anyway, that's that one. I love the marbling on the cover. Then I have a commercial law book, a sample copy, 1938, originally 1932, and it's got some neat documents in it. See, like this old check. Power of attorney letter. So I thought that was kind of interesting. A lease. Then I have a business speller. It says it's junior and senior high school business. Dated 1925, originally 1917. And then it has a lot of vocabulary with definitions relating to different areas of business. Words frequently mispronounced. Apparatus, conscious, direct, saucy, reptile, menagerie, heroine, genealogy, courier, finance, saunter, courteous, command, wand, duplicate, thwart, pathos, hideous, cartridge, gallery, gallantry, perspiration, perhaps, resonant, and ivory. I wonder if I said them all correctly. Tell me if I didn't. Anyway, that's kind of fun. I think I like the definitions. Then we have Sears First Reader, Gin and Company Publishing. (1903). A children's first reader. And it does have some pictures in it. Look at how cute that is. Little donkey pulling the cart. A squirrel and a horse. Some children in the field picking berries. Oh, little papoose. Some water lilies. Starfish. Ooh. Uh-oh. The goose has got her. He's gonna defend her. Making popcorn by the fire. Where was that train picture I saw? Flipped past. Winter. Got a lot of really nice pictures in this one. And I imagine they could be copied because it is so old. Out of copyright. Really precious. Then we have Rubaiyat. Look at the detail on this embossed cover. It's got an angel in the middle here. And then the vine wraps around her and there's a flower here. It's got a little staining down here. Might need to get some leather cream. It's had some water damage along the top or discoloring. It says, with numerous original illustrations by George T. Tobin, Edward Fitzgerald, 1899. Here's the list of all the illustrations in this one. This says Omar Khayyam, I don't know that I'm saying that anywhere near right, the astronomer poet of Persia. I was trying to see if I could find any of the pictures, but I could have maybe looked at the page numbers. A little naked baby. The ocean. Potter. Making something. That looks like it could be the story of the Good Samaritan. Well, that's a very interesting little book. Lots of art in it. Then we have a very, very rough copy of The Secret Garden. Sadly, the cover image is scratched. You can barely make out the boy and the girl and this little fox and a squirrel and a crow. And the back cover is barely hanging by a thread as well. I don't see any pictures in this one, but some really nice aged pages. Let's see if we can, looks like the cover sheet is gone, so I don't know what the year is on this one. And the last page is falling out. All right, so that was my second purchase, and all the little book pieces are getting all over my desk. Then I got some music. I have a copy of An American Tail, one of my daughter's favorites when they were growing up. Somewhere Out There is the song. When he's separated from his family, he sings it, and his sister sings it where she is. And then we have You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, a Peanuts song. We were big Peanuts fans in this family. And then I have TV tunes, different music from different TV shows, including I Love Lucy and The Brady Bunch and Popeye, Star Trek. It was all different. Here, I'll scan like this. Let's see if I can get it to focus. All right. See if you catch a glimpse of a show you watched in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I love Won't You Be My Neighbor, Mr. Rogers. Let's see what the year is on this one. 1994. Anyway, I thought that was very nostalgic. I was hoping I could use some of those in my memory keeping journals. And so that was my pretty productive Facebook marketplace, Facebook local yard sale page. So I got some good finds for not a lot of money. So what a perfect Thrifty Thursday. Thrifty Thursdays are hosted by Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. If you want to make a Thrifty Thursday video with whatever great buys you have, I hope you will go over to her channel, check out some of her Thrifty Thursday videos, and let her know that you want to make a video. And it doesn't have to be from a yard sale or a thrift store. It can be from any store where you feel like you got a good deal. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.